In the heart of Buenos Aires, where the cobblestone streets echo with the rhythm of tango, and the night air carries a mix of longing and nostalgia, Vale Sánchez moves through her world like a star in orbit. By day, she is the embodiment of tango's soulful grace. Her performance is a mesmerizing blend of precision and passion that leaves audiences spellbound. Vale is one of the bigger names on the tango scene in Buenos Aires, very skilled, immensely popular, not just for her talent, but for her vibrant personality as well. Yet the expectations from her upper-class family weigh heavily upon her, increasingly so as they demand she join the ranks of the elite in the tango world. At 32, the pressure mounts as her parents' frustration becomes palpable, their disappointment in her reluctance to chase the pinnacle of tango success, casting a shadow over her achievements. Yet when the sun sets and the city's pulse shifts, Vale sheds her elegant persona like a second skin, revealing the vibrant rebel that lies beneath.
Tango is a part of me. It's where I come from. It's the rhythm to my life.
Vale confesses in a quiet, reflective tone.
But somewhere along the way, the passion began to fade, smothered by the weight of expectations I never asked for. They see me dance and they see a future I should seize, a legacy I should want. But my heart, it beats to a different drum now.
Her true fire, she finds, is kindled not in the practiced steps of tango, but in the raw, unbridled energy of punk rock and the creative expression of crafting her own kimonos.
There's something liberating about punk, about taking pieces of fabric and creating something entirely mine, entirely unexpected. That's where my spirit truly dances now.
Vale muses, her voice igniting with enthusiasm as she speaks of her nighttime escapades, of the persona she assumes under the cloak of darkness.
By day, I dance to their tune, but by night, in the punk scene, with every thread I stitch, I'm piecing together the real me, the one that got lost in the music of expectations.
In this dual life, Vale finds solace and a spark of rebellion, a secret defiance against a destiny chosen for her by others. Her story is one of contrasts, of a woman dancing on the line between tradition and her own transformative rebellion. Her transformation is radical, a visual and spiritual metamorphosis that transcends the ordinary. By day, Vale Sánchez embodies the poised elegance of tango, her every move a testament to years of disciplined practice. But as night descends over the vibrant streets of Buenos Aires, she trades silk for leather, gowns for handcrafted kimonos that explode with punk vibrancy. In this garb, she becomes an icon of defiance, her presence in the city's underground punk scene as striking as a lightning bolt in a clear sky. Her music is undeniably punk rock, pulsating with energy, yet enriched by the nuances of tango culture. The discipline, precision, and elegance evident in her stage performances. This blend creates a chaotic fusion, merging the precision of tango with the unrestrained spirit of punk, serving as a link between contrasting realms. Far from diminishing her, this dual nature emerges as her greatest asset, providing her with a distinctive voice that strikes a chord with those who, like her, aspire to shatter the confines of convention. In a moment of introspection, Vale leans against the graffiti-covered walls of her favorite dive bar, the buzz of the crowd blending with the feedback from nearby amps.
Each night, as I step onto the stage, I shed a part of the persona the daylight demands of me.
She muses, her voice barely audible over the cacophony.
The punk scene, with its glorious raw chaos, is where I breathe freely. It's where I'm no longer just Vale, the tango dancer, but Vale, the artist, the rebel, the creator of her own destiny.
Her eyes sparkle with a fierce intensity as she continues.
In the clash of drums and the clash of cultures, I found my sanctuary, my battlefield, and my home. Tango taught me discipline, precision, beauty. Punk teaches me resilience, spontaneity, and the courage to stand up for what I truly believe in, even if it means standing alone.
As Vale steps onto the stage, her silhouette framed by the stark stage lights, she embodies the spirit of both her worlds. With a defiant toss of her vividly dyed hair, she launches into her set, her voice soaring over the crowd, a clarion call to all those caught between worlds, struggling to forge their own paths. In her music, in her style, in her very being, Vale Sánchez embraces the complexity of her life's duality, transforming it into a powerful anthem of freedom and self-expression.
Shredding the script, becoming the queen. I'm Vale, I'm just a dancer in the night. I'm the rebel, the artist, sparking the light. Mixing the beats of my two worlds, watch me thrive. In the crash of the cymbals, I feel alive. Against these walls where echoes paint my soul, I drop the mask, the polite roll. From discipline steps to chaotic tunes, I'm the phoenix rising beneath these moons. Tango's precision once ruled my days. Now punk's raw power fuels my ways. Discipline and spontaneity, I blend it all. Standing firm, ready to brawl. Yeah, it's me, Vale, stitching my fate in leather and lace. I won't abate from the ballroom's calm to the bar's fierce calls. I'm the storm coming, breaking down walls. So here's my story in every strum and step, in each note I play, in my secret I've kept. On this stage I claim my space, a rebel heart set to embrace.
Vale's secret life is a risky balance, a dance on the edge of a knife. Only a trusted few know of her double identity, guardians of the truth that fuels her existence. Yet despite the risks, the thrill of standing on stage, punk kimono swirling around her as she pours her soul into every note, is an affirmation of her true self, a declaration of independence from the expectations that bind her. Maintaining this secret, especially from her family and ambitious younger colleagues who might desire her position, is crucial. Discovery could unravel not just the threads of her burgeoning punk persona, but could cut her off from the lucrative tango gigs that sustain her livelihood. The potential fallout haunts her, the fear of losing not only her career's peak achievements, but also facing her family's profound disappointment.
What would they think, seeing me like this, so far from the poised tanguera they cherish?
Vale muses, her voice a mix of fear and defiance as she prepares for a night on the underground scene.
This confrontation, inevitable as it feels, isn't one I'm ready for. Not yet.
Since a while back, with overwhelmingly positive feedback on some of her latest tracks, and an audience that has grown from just a few dozen to a consistent few hundred, occasionally even surpassing 1,000, she's been receiving invitations to better, more popular venues. However, this also brings the risk of unwanted attention. Therefore, especially at these more notable gigs, in front of larger crowds, she carefully prepares, donning a sky-blue silk kimono, adorned with the playful outlines of the Hyotoko mask in vibrant yellow neon. Her obi belt, equipped with integrated yellow LED lights, twinkles like distant stars, serving as a beacon of her dual identity. Frequently, she incorporates Japanese-themed masks into her ensemble, ensuring her appearance remains unrecognizable, even amidst the cheering crowds.
This outfit, this mask, it's more than just a costume. It's my armor, my shield. It lets me be whoever I want to be, without the weight of every expectation.
Vale confesses, as she adjusts her mask, the lights softly illuminating her determined eyes.
When I wear this, when the music hits just right and everything's on edge, that's when I feel most alive. That's when I know that this double life, risky as it is worth every second.
Each performance in her punk persona is not just an act of rebellion, but an increasingly essential expression of her deepest self. In these moments, caught between the beats of punk rock and the echoes of tango, Vale continues to navigate the complexities of her life, ever wary of the day when those two worlds might collide.
In Shaz I dance on a razor's edge I roam. A secret life in whisper tones, a tale unknown. A master silk, a heart of punk, I wear my guise. Underneath the city lights my rebel cries. Secrets I keep in the swirl of my kimono's fold. On the edge of a knife in a world so bold. Swirling in shadows where I truly feel free. This double life, this hidden me.
After a performance that left the crowd roaring for more, Vale felt a surge of exhilaration she hadn't experienced in years. On stage, she had unveiled a new song, her voice and guitar in perfect harmony, the notes cutting through the air with raw, unfiltered passion. In the audience, faces hidden behind masks similar to her own, nodded and swayed in rhythm, their presence a silent testament to a growing fan base.
Seeing them out there with those masks, feeling the vibe, it's like they really get me, you know?
Vale reflects, her voice tinged with awe and a burgeoning hope.
Maybe this punk rock path isn't just a wild dream. Maybe it's something I could really do, something I meant to do.
The energy from the night propels her home, a place where the worlds of punk and tango meet in a vibrant clash of cultures and sounds. Vale's Buenos Aires home, usually a haven of tango elegance, is now transformed into a makeshift studio where every corner bursts with creative potential. Sketches of kimono designs are scattered around, vibrant fabrics draped over chairs, while stacks of vinyl records line the walls, from classic tango to gritty punk rock. As she slips off her tango shoes and picks up her electric guitar, Vale feels a shift within her. The silk of her kimono brushes against her skin. The Hyotoko mask sitting on the table watches over her as if encouraging her dual exploration.
This place, these things, they're pieces of me, pieces of a puzzle I'm still putting together.
She muses, strumming a chord that fills the room with its bold sound.
Tonight was a reminder of what I could be, of what I could achieve, if I just let myself really try.
Surrounded by the tangible tokens of her passions, Vale allows the music to flow, her song taking shape under the watchful gaze of the city's night. Each note is a step further into her new identity, each lyric a bold declaration of her evolving journey.
Who knows where this could lead?
She contemplates with a newfound confidence, her heart beating in sync with the vibrant, rebellious rhythms she creates.
But whatever happens, I know I'm on the right track, finally daring to chase what truly sets my soul on fire.
The next day, after a wild, creative night that stretched into the early hours, Vale is jolted awake, not by the usual morning cacophony of Buenos Aires, but by the more subtle sound of a letter slipping through the slot of her apartment door. Rubbing sleep from her eyes, she retrieves the envelope, the elegant script on the front, sparking a curious blend of excitement and anxiety in her chest.
What's this?
She murmurs to herself as she carefully opens the envelope, revealing the contents that would soon ignite a pivotal transformation in her life. The invitation to Kimonopunk's Rising feels almost surreal in her hands. A beautifully crafted call that seems to have flown across the world just to find her. As she reads the words, inviting her to Kyoto to unite the vibrant threads of her dual existence on a grand, revolutionary stage. Something within her stirs deeply.
Kyoto. Sounds like a place where the dancer and the rebel in me can finally sing the same tune.
The challenge laid out in the invitation, to craft a song that merges the fiery rebellion of punk with the passionate precision of tango, all while designing an avant-garde kimono to wear during the performance, is as daunting as it is thrilling.
10 days to blend the worlds I live between, to show them who I really am.
Vale reflects aloud, her voice a mix of determination and wonder.
This is the moment where everything changes.
Walking back to her studio, surrounded by her sketches and records, Vale feels the weight and the wonder of the opportunity before her.
It's a call to arms, isn't it? A summons to the battlefield of creativity and self-expression.
She muses, picking up her guitar and feeling the familiar comfort of the strings under her fingers.
Here's where I prove not just to them, but to myself, that I can do this. That my music, my designs, my very soul can weave together the disparate parts of my world into something wholly new and utterly true.
With the letter now resting beside her latest kimono design, Vale's day unfolds with a new purpose. Every stitch she sews, every note she writes, is imbued with a sense of destiny. The challenge of Kimonopunk's rising is not just an opportunity to perform, but a chance to redefine her life's work, to truly meld the personas that have both defined and divided her.
Kyoto, here I come.
She declares with a smile, her heart alight with the flames of inspiration.
Ready to dance, ready to rebel, ready to rise.
As the day of departure draws near, Vale stands at the crossroads of her life, her song a key to the world she's always dreamed of. The path to Kyoto is not just a journey across the globe, it's a pilgrimage to the heart of her identity, a chance to showcase her art on a platform that transcends boundaries and unites cultures. The stakes are high, the odds daunting, but for Valentina Vale Sánchez, the chance to stand on the stage of Kimonopunk's rising and share her song with the world is the ultimate affirmation of her dual heritage, her creativity, and her courage. It's here, in the melding of tango's heat and punk's fervor, that Vale will finally unleash the full spectrum of her passion, proving not just to the world, but to herself, that she is a force to be reckoned with, a true pioneer of the Kimonopunk revolution. As she prepares, Vale contemplates her relationship with tango.
I'm not ready to say goodbye to tango, not forever.
She reflects, her voice tinged with resolve and a hint of sadness.
But I need to explore it on my terms. Away from the weight of expectations, I want to find spaces where tango welcomes innovation, where I can inject something new into its esteemed rhythms.
As she packs her bags, including her custom punk kimonos and her tango shoes, Vale braces herself for one of the most challenging conversations of her life.
Telling my parents about my decision, about who I really am and what I'm doing, it's terrifying.
She admits, practicing her words in the quiet of her studio.
But it's necessary. They need to know that I'm leaving for Kyoto, that I'm part of something as transformative as Kimonopunk's rising. They need to see all of me.
Vale's anticipation of this inevitable meeting with her parents is mixed with a fierce determination.
This conversation, it's about more than just my future in Kyoto or even my place in the world of tango. It's about declaring my independence, affirming my identity as an artist who traverses the worlds of both punk and tango. It's about showing them that my passion isn't confined to the dance floor they know.
With each item she packs, each note she reviews, Vale reinforces her resolve.
Kyoto isn't just a destination. It's the beginning of a new chapter.
She declares, feeling the weight and the freedom of her choices.
Here I step into the unknown, armed with my music, my designs, and a heart full of dreams. Here I will show the world, and maybe even myself, just how much I can achieve when I'm true to who I am.
In this moment, Vale Sánchez is not just preparing for a competition. She is gearing up for a life-altering journey that promises to redefine her artistry and her very essence. The dual pulse of tango's tradition and punk's rebellion beats strongly within her, guiding her towards a future where she can truly dance to her own rhythm. Vale's apartment, usually a haven of tranquility and creativity, is transformed into a vibrant gallery of self-expression. Kimono sketches are displayed carefully on the walls, each one a bold fusion of punk aesthetics and tango elegance. The air vibrates with anticipation as her turntable is set with vinyl records of her latest songs, a tangible testament to her dual passions. She stands amidst this curated chaos, draped in her favorite sky-blue silk kimono, this time adorned with a female tango dancer and the vibrant yellow neon outlines of the comedic Hayotoko mask, the same mask covering her face. As her parents step into the room, their initial reaction is one of shock. Her mother's eyes widen, brimming with tears, while her father's face hardens in confusion. When Vale gently removes her mask, revealing the earnest determination in her eyes, the room thickens with tension.
Today, I need to show you who I really am, what I want to do, and how I intend to move forward,
Vale declares, her voice steady despite the emotional turmoil.
Tango and Kimonopunk are my paths, my way, but I will dance the tango on my own terms, free from the shackles we've built around it.
Her parents' reaction is intense. The room erupts into a cacophony of voices as a heated discussion unfolds. Accusations fly, and blame is cast, each word more piercing than the last. Vale's vision for her life clashes violently with her parents' expectations, the tension palpable as each side staunchly defends their ground. After what seems like an eternity, a heavy silence descends upon the room, thick and suffocating. Everyone is visibly exhausted, emotionally spent from the confrontation. It's in this quiet, heavy with the weight of unspoken words and shattered expectations, that Vale's father finally speaks, breaking the silence that had settled like dust after a storm.
Okay, Vale,
He begins, his voice hesitant but clear.
I will come. I will join you in Kyoto. I want to see you perform there.
His eyes, searching his daughter's, soften as he adds a crucial condition.
But only if you do it without the mask. Show the world your true face, as you've shown us today.
Vale, taken aback by her father's change of heart, feels a mix of relief and apprehension. This condition, to perform unmasked, challenges her in a way she hadn't anticipated, pushing her to embrace her vulnerability fully and publicly. Yet the prospect of having her father's support, of possibly bridging the gap between her dreams and her family's acceptance, ignites a hopeful spark within her. With a slow nod, Vale agrees, a silent promise to step onto the stage in Kyoto as the purest embodiment of herself, unmasked, unguarded, and unapologetically free. This pivotal moment marks not just a turning point in her career, but in her personal life, as she navigates the complex dance of familial relationships and artistic integrity.
Door swings open, their eyes wide and bright, seeing their daughter veiled in the punk night. The mask hides my grin as I face their stare. Today's the day, all laid bare. Unveil, hear my tale, it's time you knew. My life, my dreams, in hues so true. From the ballroom's calm Kyoto stage, I'll dance and prove my life, my choices, my move.
We are the Story Brothers, and we thank you so much for listening. We very much appreciate you. Our journey is all about exploring what we can do with storytelling and AI. With an abundance of stories, ideas, and topics to explore, the big question is, how far can we take them with generative AI by our side? Please share if you like what you hear. Stay tuned for more excitement and adventure coming your way very soon. Cheers!